So, guys, I'm sitting here rewatching Code Geass once again, and as always, it's in my top 5 of favorite animes of all time, right? Per my video from a couple of months back, and I'm on season 1, episode 12, the Messenger from Kyoto, and I really just love that how things transpire roughly in the middle of this episode, right, where Lelouch went with his crew, Colin with Ogi and them, and they were out and about, but they got detoured, right? They went up. They were supposed to be going in a specific direction. They got taken up to this building. They walk into the building, right? And then of course they see that they were actually close to Mount Fuji, the Fuji mines and stuff. The crew was real shocked. They're like, they can't believe that this is what they're seeing. And then that's when we see Kirihara here. He actually looks to Zero to ask him to do a specific thing, right, during the scene. But it was just interesting that, through the early part of this scene, that Zero wasn't responding. He wasn't, he wasn't talking, right? Lelouch just wasn't saying anything. And I noticed this after rewatching this scene for episode 12, that there's a reason why that was occurring. So once Kirihara asked Ogi to remove the mask, and then we found out to see that it was C2 under the mask. It was just like, okay, that's the reason why. It was very, very smart of Lelouch to do so. He must have kind of figured that this was possibly going to happen because of this, this meeting here that was set up by him. And of course, that's when he decides to use this as to his advantage. He was able to actually use the machine to his advantage and take out the other ones and step to Kirihara and have the specific conversation with him. And then that's when we have him show his face to Kirihara, where you just talk about, I'm not Japanese, just like C2 isn't Japanese, right? And Kirihara was asking him even before him removing his mask, like, what are you trying to gain? Because he, basically Lelouch was telling him, like, I want to take down Britannia, right? I have my reasons, even though I am not Japanese, right? And then once he shows his face, it's like, you, and he was like, you're the little boy from back when we took as a hostage, this, that, and the third. And they showed him and Nonali when they were kids. Just crazy how they were all three of them, all younger, right? And he literally, like, Kirihara's response, this one quote was just really, really dope, right? He says to Lelouch, he says, the plant that was the seed that was planted, or the flower that was planted all those years ago is finally bloomed. And it was just like, it was just that quote alone that Kirihara said to Lelouch was, to me, it stuck out a lot in this scene. It's like one of the best quotes I've ever heard in my life as an anime fan. And I know there's plenty other quotes out there that are like really, really dope, right? But this quote from Kirihara was just so, like, it was just something about it that really tugged at my heart to just sit back and say to myself, like, wow, like, it is very interesting that Lelouch is in this position, just 12 episodes in, and seeing this, how he has transformed from just being Lelouch to being Zero, to doing what he's doing on this mission of his, this mission of revenge, all of that. It was just really, really dope. And then that's when, of course, Kirihara tells Ogi and crew, like, this person here, talking about Lelouch, he has my backing, you all have my backing, this, that, and the third. Follow him, do what's necessary to get the job done. And of course, the scene moves on to where it needs to move on to. But such a great scene, guys. I really just love this scene. Like I said, this quote that Kirihara said was just really, really dope. And this is why, one of the main reasons why I just love Code Geass so much. But you know, with that, guys, leave some comment section below. What did you all think of season 1, episode 12? And what did you think of this scene here when you first started to watch it for the first time? I love it a lot. Did you like it? Did you love it? Let's talk about some things. And I'll hopefully talk to you next time with more videos to come. Peace, guys.